So over the years, I've had a lot of heated discussions, debates with artists and with non-artists on abstract art. I'm not myself an abstract artist, but I love to experiment. I think that experimenting is so important. So today, we are going to talk about abstract art, and we're going to paint this. We're going to have a great time experimenting and talking about abstract art. So let's get going. Is abstract art easy? And is it real art?
Abstract art is so simple, my kid could do that. Or how about this statement? Abstract art is a load of bull. This is colored rectangles. I'm a pretty open-minded guy. I can appreciate the avant-garde, but crap like this seems to me like an insult to real art. I really hope that the entire abstract art scene isn't just talentless, pretentious hacks. Yes, that's a real post on the internet. Or maybe we've heard, or maybe even privately thought or felt, I don't get it. It seems too easy. Or the kicker, it's not real art. Many non-artist people demonstrate mixed reactions to abstract art, ranging from aesthetic enjoyment to bewilderment, skepticism, and even outright contempt or scorn, while others find it captivating, enchanting, and embrace the freedom to interpret what the abstract work offers. Before we go on, I just want to say that abstract art and non-representational art are often used interchangeably. They are very, very different. A quick way to identify the difference is, were you, the artist, inspired by something you felt or something you saw? Abstract art is something seen, whereas non-representational is inspired by something you felt or you want to make the viewer feel. Now that we've gotten that out of the way, let's get back to the abstract art. We're going to use the term interchangeably. A trained monkey could create a piece of abstract art. Yes, I've heard that. I think the main reason for the mixed reaction a person has to abstract art is the struggle to find and establish the subject matter before identifying everything that has gone into the creation. For instance, I've experienced this reaction to an abstract painting. Maybe you have too. Someone will say, "Oh, nice, that looks like a waterfall," or "It really reminds me of sunlight hitting city streets," instead of first establishing how it makes them feel, the colors, textures, shapes, and composition, things like that. This creates a disconnect for the viewer between what they see and how they let themselves feel. So there's an uncertainty because they are trying to make sense of it by relating it to the natural world. Perhaps this disconnect to simply experience the abstract art is the root cause of the snub of abstract artwork, as haphazard paint splashes, scribbles, lacking any skill set or creative intention. However, abstract artists face many key challenges in their work, including finding ways to express emotions, ideas, and their thoughts through shape, color, balance, form, and composition alone. An abstract artist has the task of conveying the meaning of the artwork without the use of identifiable objects. Considered one of the pioneers of introducing abstract art to the Western world, Wassily Kandinsky said, "Of all the arts, abstract painting is the most difficult. It demands that you know how to draw well, that you have a heightened sensitivity for composition and color, and that you be a true poet." And Pablo Picasso said, "It took me 4 years to paint like Raphael, but a lifetime to paint like a child." And then Picasso went on to say, "Art is the elimination of the unnecessary." In abstract art, an artist must contemplate what is necessary for the work to convey their message, the emotion, the idea, breaking it down to the bare bones of color, form, and texture. Jackson Pollock, an American painter who was a leading pioneer of abstract expressionism, which I really like, his unusual approach involved laying a canvas down on the ground and, rather than using brushes, he dripped or poured paint onto the canvas from above. At the time, this was an unconventional method that allowed him to create expressive, energetic, and complex compositions filled with movement. Pollock's calculated style involved carefully orchestrated color, density, flow, and line, certainly not haphazard drips. But let's focus for a moment on what it takes to be an abstract artist: creativity and vision. Producing a powerful abstract art piece requires a creative vision to conceptualize a composition largely outside of reality. It can take years of experimentation, imagination, and exhaustive exploration to achieve the creative results an abstract artist strives for. While some abstract art may seem simple at first, creating truly dynamic and emotional abstract art requires an artist to have a deep understanding of color theory, composition, and the ability to express emotion and complex ideas without depending on the representational forms. This requires the abstract artist to create their visual language. An abstract artist requires sensitivity and skill to evoke different feelings and emotions through strong comprehension of how to use art principles, and continuously need to challenge themselves to find the abstract language that fits their vision. An artist who creates abstract art requires a certain confidence to explain and, yes, many times defend their work. When I hear people wonder, could just anyone make abstract art? I think for the most part the answer is no. Excellent abstract art is not effortless, nor is it child's play. It requires imagination and determination. A serious abstract artist relies on enormous skill, gained over years of dedicated practice. Mastering art principles and techniques with tireless experimentation requires immense creativity and artistic dedication. The masters of abstract art who connect with their viewers have immersed themselves in creative exploration and have dedicated themselves to learning the principles of art and ways of evoking emotion through their work. I believe all art is or should be a continuous practice of building skill by pushing creative limits. But in abstract art, the artist strives to remove bit by bit the traces of reality. Or could we ponder Picasso's statement, "There is no abstract art. You must always start with something. Afterward, you can remove all traces of reality." In that case, is all art an abstraction of reality? I'd love to know. What are your thoughts?
Well, here it is. So, I don't think abstract art is easy. This took me, I thought it was going to take me 4 hours. It is now 10 o'clock at night, going on 10:30. So thank you so much, and I'd love to hear, do you think abstract art is easy? Do you like abstract art? I'd love to hear your opinion. And if you like the video, like and subscribe, please. It means so much to me. And have a creative day.